Cruise news time, and well, can we talk about cruise passengers behaving badly? We've got a cruise passenger throwing the furniture off the balcony of a cruise ship into the sea. We also have a passenger putting something kind of strange. Something strange on their balcony, and well, not a cruiser, but a traveler freaking out at the airport. Big exciting news from MSC. Also big exciting news from Carnival Cruise Line. Cruise news and my views. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to La Lido Loca. I'm your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news and views for your face. December the 26th, 2022. It is a Monday. Happy day after Christmas, everybody, for those that celebrated. And well, for the rest of us, we're marching on to a new year. Are you ready for the 2023? Have you made yourself some resolutions? I have not yet. And I'm sure I have plenty that I could make. Have you made a resolution? Leave a comment below. And look, before we jump into the cruise news, let me just ask, how's everybody doing with the storm out there? The cold snap, the vortex, it came down and it crushed most of the U.S. A lot of crazy cold temperatures. It's not been too bad here in Florida, so I can't really complain. But we have been thinking about you guys in other parts of the country. Are you doing okay out there? Have you survived the blizzard? Is it getting any better? It's interesting. So I wonder, when God makes a blizzard like he did across the whole United States, do you think he flips it upside down just to show other people that the blizzard was good? Look, I think we even have a picture of God flipping the blizzard upside down. That's not God. That's Jimmy Buffett's grandfather, Warren Buffett. I don't think they're related. And Bill Gates. Do you know blizzards? Is that global? Is that worldwide? Is that just in the South? Do you guys know Dairy Queen blizzards? All right, on to the cruise news. Cruise news story number one, the MSC World Europa, that's MSC's newest cruise ship, is finally going on her inaugural cruise. And you're like, well, what's the finally all about, Tony? What are you saying? Well, if you remember, if you paid attention, if you've been here with me, you'll remember that the MSC World Europa has been used as a floating hotel since its inception, docked there in Doha, Qatar, servicing fans and players and other folks associated with the 2022 World Cup. FIFA, as it were. Congratulations to Argentina and Lionel Messi for winning the cup this year, but congratulations also to MSC for getting all the sports fans off the cruise ship so that the cruise ship could do its inaugural cruise. MSC World Europa kicked off its inaugural cruise on the 20th of December, doing its normal itinerary around the region with stops in the countries of United Arab Emirates and in Qatar, visiting cities like Dubai, of course, Doha, Abu Dhabi. Let me just take a moment. The last time that I talked about the MSC World Europa, I said that going and cruising in that region, going to Dubai, for example, on my bucket list. And again, it's amazing what will trigger people. I had 3 or 4 comments of people saying, I don't know how you as an American can support Saudi Arabia. I would never go to Saudi Arabia for a cruise. This is what challenges me sometimes with people. Dubai is not in Saudi Arabia. None of these places are in Saudi Arabia. And people got their underwear cranked so far up their backside trying to be upset about something that they're not even fact-checking their own geography. It's a weird kind of mental exercise to assume that everything is the same just because it's in the same region of the world. Stop doing that. Either way, congratulations to the MSC World Europa, now servicing the area there, going to some cool places, and MSC continues to push forward. How about that? Cruise news story number 2, Carnival Cruise Line will be making a significant appearance on the 31st of December in New York City. New York City, yes. Carnival will be a part of the ball dropping ceremony. President of Carnival Cruise Line, Christine Duffy, will be there. And look, nothing makes me more excited than to say the next thing. In addition to Christine Duffy representing Carnival Cruise Line in New York to drop the ball, well, Emeril Lagasse will also be in New York City overseeing the ball droppings. We're back to Emeril's balls, y'all. I'm so excited to know that we will be able to see Emeril help drop the ball in New York City. Did you see the video where I got to taste Emerald's balls? I mean that in the most respectful way. They were delicious. Make sure you've seen that video. But no, it's exciting. I think this is the second year that Carnival has jumped on board with this ceremony. There's also going to be on Carnival cruise ships, as other cruise ships, New Year's Eve celebrations. And uniquely, I am actually going to be in one of the hot spots for New Year's Eve celebrations. I will be in Sydney, Australia, in the vicinity of the harbor and the Opera House for the New Year's Eve celebration. And what's interesting for everybody here on the East Coast, I will be 16 hours into the future. And so I will ring in the new year 2023, 16 hours before folks here in Florida. And look, if there's any way possible, I'm going to try to live stream that New Year's Eve celebration in Australia. And so if you are not subscribed, please, this is the time to subscribe to the channel. I am so looking forward to it. I got to get on a plane in 2 days. There's still a lot going on, but I'm very excited about that. What do you watch for New Year's Eve? I always catch the fireworks on TV from Nashville, my old hometown. What's your plans for New Year's Eve? Leave a comment below. Now, I got to get into this trio of stories of travelers behaving badly. It's crazy time. But let me more officially invite you to subscribe. If you like staying up to date with everything that's going on in cruising, please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. That way you won't miss out on any of these episodes. And, well, it can very well happen. You could be at your office cooler, having a little office cooler talk, and somebody will say, did you see what Lalita Loca said yesterday about geography? And they'll be like, no, I didn't see that at all. And they're like, that's because you're not subscribed. So look, you can avoid looking like a dummy at the office cooler, water cooler fountain, coffee machine. Avoid that. Subscribe, notification bell, please, with the thank you. I don't even know what I'm saying. Do it. Do it today. It's free, and it helps the channel. And we hit 205,000 subscribers. Thank you, guys. All right. Passenger behaving badly, number 1. This first event happened on the MS Baltic Princess, a cruise/ferry vessel that cruises the waters over there in Finland. This is one of those ferries that you can drive your car on to the bottom part. They'll take you from one city to another, but they also offer like weekend type trips. There's like legit cruise cabins on board, and well, we see a bunch of guys that are having a good time, having a real good time, throwing the furniture overboard into the Baltic Sea. Now, apparently these guys were a little intoxicated. They all work for a construction company there in Finland. There's no explanation, there's no context as to why this guy starts chucking the furniture overboard. But let's just say he got into a lot of trouble. Not only will he have to pay for the furniture, there's some serious fines that come with littering the ocean. And, of course, they've been banned from ever cruising on these cruise ships again. But, wow. And these guys are into it. It's, I know that you can get into a scenario where you've had too much to drink and where your boys can be egging you on. But please, 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 don't ever throw anything off a cruise ship. And look, if you're doing any cruising on the big cruise lines, Carnival, Norwegian, any of them, Royal, MSC, any of them, you will be in so much trouble if you throw anything overboard. I did a story a couple years ago where a guy got kicked off the cruise ship for flicking a cigarette butt off of the cruise ship. The captain threw him off the cruise ship. That's how serious it is when it comes to littering the sea. And so this is crazy. This is crazy time. I'm assuming this guy's not a loyal cruiser. He was just happy to be on a cruise ship and thought that, stupid, don't do it. Don't do that. Unruly passenger number 2. This one's making the rounds of social media. Again, no context, but this young lady, she goes behind the little stand that the airport workers help you at the terminal and just starts destroying property. She tosses the keyboard around, she throws the printer around, and eventually she is detained and arrested. I don't think we've heard the full story as to why she was upset. I certainly wouldn't discount the fact that the stresses of travel have her upset, but this is a cautionary tale and a reminder that no matter how far the needle goes into the stress area, this will not get your problem resolved. This type of behavior will cause more problems. And certainly that's what's going on there. How about this? This picture has been circulating on Royal Caribbean Facebook groups. Apparently this was on the Mariner of the Seas. I heard several people on the Wonder of the Seas spotted this. How about the folks that put a full-on inflatable pool on the balcony? Help me. What are we doing here? Is this a couple things went through my mind. If you had like a toddler, maybe you feel like you could put them in the pool and it would work as a crib, like a playpen. You know, there's enough padding there. Surely they couldn't climb up over the side. Maybe you stick a little rugrat in there for a little running around on the balcony. That doesn't seem good. Surely they're not putting water in it and having their own hot tub on this balcony. There's certainly balconies that have hot tubs, but you got to be, you know, kind of in that sweet life for that. Maybe is this a poor man's sweet life attempt? What do you think's going on here? I don't think this is right either. I don't know if it ever got removed or if they got in trouble. There's no more story there, but travelers behaving badly. Yeah, wow. I mean, I think there's probably been circumstances where we've all run into something that was questionable, but I wouldn't think any of us have done any of these things. Are you willing to share what's something crazy that you have done on a cruise ship? And look, I can't get over it. Emerald's going to be handling the ball in New York City. Did you see the video where I finally got to taste Emerald's boudin balls? This is actually really a fun video. Make sure you check that out next. This is Tony for La Lido Loca, and until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.